Am I the only one that didn't know about the Silk Road? Join me as I dive into the shadows and reveal the truths behind the myths. This is going to blow your mind. The internet, a vast digital landscape. We use it every day. But what we see is just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface lies the dark web, a hidden world. It is shrouded in secrecy. It is often misunderstood. The dark web is not inherently good or bad. It is a tool. It can be used for both privacy and illicit activities. It is important to understand this hidden world. We must examine its complexities. The dark web is often portrayed as a dangerous place, a haven for criminals. While this can be true, it is not the whole story. This essay will explore the dark web. We will delve into its misconceptions. We will uncover its truths. Leave your thoughts in the comments below about your views on the dark web, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more intriguing content. Dispelling the myths more than just a criminal haven. The dark web is often associated with illegal activities, drug trafficking, arms dealing, cybercrime. While these activities exist, they do not define the dark web. It is important to remember that the dark web is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used for good or evil. The dark web offers anonymity. This anonymity can be a powerful force for good. Whistleblowers use it to expose corruption. Journalists use it to protect their sources. Citizens living under oppressive regimes use it to communicate freely. Navigating the shadows, access and risks. Accessing the dark web is not as simple as typing a URL into your browser. It requires specialized software. The most common is Tor, the onion router. Tor encrypts your internet traffic. It bounces it through a network of relays. This makes it difficult to trace your activity back to you. While Tor can provide anonymity, it is not foolproof. There are still risks involved in accessing the dark web. Malware and phishing scams are common. It is important to exercise caution. Use strong passwords. Be wary of suspicious links and downloads. A double-edged sword: anonymity and its consequences. Anonymity is a double-edged sword. It can empower individuals. It can also embolden criminals. On the dark web, individuals can operate with a sense of impunity. This can lead to a disregard for the law. The anonymity of the dark web raises ethical questions. How do we balance freedom of expression with the need for accountability? What are the limits of privacy in a digital age? The Silk Road Saga, a case study in contradictions. The Silk Road is a prime example of the dark web's complexity. It was an online black market. It operated on the dark web from 2011 to 2013. The Silk Road used Bitcoin for transactions. This provided a layer of anonymity for buyers and sellers. Ross Ulbricht created the Silk Road. He was driven by libertarian ideals. He believed in free markets. He saw the Silk Road as a way to circumvent government regulation. However, the Silk Road became a hub for illegal activity. Drugs were the main commodity sold. Ulbricht was eventually arrested. He was convicted on charges related to money laundering and drug trafficking. The Silk Road case highlights the contradictions of the dark web. It can be used for both good and bad. It is often difficult to separate the two. Whistleblowers and activists finding refuge in the dark. While the dark web has its share of criminal elements, it also provides a haven for individuals seeking to expose wrongdoing and advocate for change. Whistleblowers, often facing retaliation from powerful entities, can leverage the dark web's anonymity to safely leak sensitive information to journalists and organizations. Similarly, activists living under oppressive regimes where freedom of speech is suppressed can use the dark web to communicate with the outside world, organize protests, and share information without fear of censorship or persecution. The dark web, in these cases, serves as a vital tool for upholding transparency, accountability, and human rights. The price of freedom: ethical dilemmas in a shadowy realm. The freedom and anonymity offered by the dark web present a unique set of ethical dilemmas. While it can be a powerful force for good, empowering individuals and promoting free speech, it also creates opportunities for harmful activities to thrive. The absence of traditional oversight and regulation can lead to a sense of lawlessness. making it difficult to strike a balance between individual liberties and the need to prevent harm. The challenge lies in finding ways to mitigate the risks associated with the dark web without infringing upon the legitimate uses and benefits it offers. This requires a nuanced approach that acknowledges the dual nature of this online space and seeks to foster a responsible and ethical digital environment. The evolving landscape, the future of the dark web. The dark web is not a static entity, it is constantly evolving. New technologies and platforms emerge, law enforcement agencies adapt their tactics, and the motivations and behaviors of users continue to shape this hidden landscape. Predicting the future of the dark web is a complex endeavor, but understanding the factors driving its evolution is crucial. As technology advances, we can expect to see greater sophistication in the tools and techniques used on the dark web, both for good and for ill. The ongoing battle between anonymity and surveillance will continue to shape the landscape, with implications for privacy, security, and the balance of power between individuals, governments, and corporations. A reflection of humanity, the dark web's unsettling mirror. The dark web, in many ways, serves as an unsettling mirror reflecting the complexities and contradictions of humanity. It reveals both the best and worst aspects of our nature, our capacity for compassion and cruelty, our desire for freedom, and our tendency towards self-preservation. The anonymity it provides can amplify both altruistic and selfish impulses, raising profound questions about human nature and the ethical challenges posed by emerging technologies. By confronting the uncomfortable truths reflected in the dark web, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the societies we create. A necessary evil, the dark web's place in society. The existence of the dark web poses a fundamental question. Is it a necessary evil? On the one hand, it provides a platform for criminal activity, making it difficult to track down and prosecute those who engage in harmful behavior. On the other hand, it offers a vital space for whistleblowers, activists, and others seeking to exercise their right to free speech and expose wrongdoing. Finding a definitive answer to this question is challenging. It requires careful consideration of competing values, ethical principles, and the potential consequences of attempting to control or eliminate such a complex and evolving online space. Conclusion: a call for understanding and awareness. The dark web is a complex and multifaceted realm. It is not simply a haven for criminals, nor is it a utopian space for freedom and anonymity. It is a reflection of ourselves, a digital landscape shaped by both our aspirations and our flaws. To navigate this shadowy world responsibly, we must approach it with a balanced perspective. We must acknowledge its potential for both good and evil, recognizing the need for caution while also appreciating the value it can offer. By fostering greater understanding and awareness, we can work towards mitigating the risks associated with the dark web while harnessing its power for positive change.